Florida 95, Missouri 81. Dion, we thought Florida was going to run away with this and win by double digits. They did pretty much from the jump. Missouri made a run in the second half that made things interesting, only for Florida to respond and push the lead right back up to where it was. You said before recording that this game was pretty much status quo, and it felt that way.
hmm Yeah, we said we said it about Tennessee, professional,
Yep.
um, surgical. To me, that Florida falls in that same line. Pulled up, handled business, got out of town, and they got out healthy. Moved on to the semis.
Yep.
And I don't think Florida did anything overtly impressive. I don't think Mizzou did anything where I'm like, wow, that looked terrible. I just think Florida was the better team. Florida pulled up, knew they were the better team, and didn't mess around with it. Kept it pushing on to the
Yeah.
next.
No Mark Mitchell for Missouri. Sounds like he probably could have played, but they wanted to make sure he was good for the NCAA tournament. He would have made a difference. I don't think he would have changed the outcome of the game. 17 from Will Richard, 17 from Elijah Martin, 18 from Walter Clayton, best backcourt in the country, all produced in this game. You got 16 from Thomas Hawk down low. Big guys won the rebounding battle for Florida. Like they showed off their depth. They went nine deep, just handled their business. Handled their business. Didn't like the 16 turnovers.
What did you say? I'm sorry, you cut out a little bit.
Did not like the 16 turnovers that Florida had. That's a lot. But everything else I thought was exactly the way you'd want to start your postseason if you're the Gators.
I completely agree. Also, I got to work on the audio and the new setup. That's
It's a
handles.
nice new setup though. It's a nice new setup.
I'm enjoying it. I got to work on the audio, though. But got to work on the audio. But yeah, I mean, it was like it's a business-like performance, man. I thought the bigs were the difference. Obviously, you got what you got out of the guards, but I felt like the bigs were able to do exactly kind of what we expected: control the tempo, control the game, limit second chances, and keep it pushing. It was just very very business, very professional. Todd Golden was in his bag.
Another game giving up 90 plus points to an opponent for Missouri. We talked about the first round matchup that they played, or the first game that they played, that the defense looked better. Did not look better in this game. Kind of wonder if that was a Mississippi State offense thing as opposed to a Missouri defense thing.
I think it was. Mississippi State's not a good offense. That's an ugly team to watch. Which is, I don't say that about many SEC teams, by the way. There's
Yeah.
not many SEC teams that you can watch and be like, hey, that was an ugly game. Mississippi State, you can. Ole Miss, you might be able to. It might just be a Mississippi thing. Ugly basketball. It works, but ugly basketball. But
Yes.
very businesslike from Florida. This was the result we wanted. I mean, we'll do a preview on it. Florida Bama is going to be a movie.
Florida Bama is going to be awesome. There is a full preview up on the channel, so make sure you check that out. We had an awesome second round, an awesome Thursday of the SEC tournament in terms of games. Today, the quarterfinals was a lot of business-like action. The top seeds all handling their business. Those top seeds were top seeds for a reason, and we're going to get to see them play against each other in the semis. It's going to be a fun afternoon in Nashville. A fun
You
afternoon
know,
in Nashville.
we live for upsets in college basketball, right? Like that's what makes the sport fun,
Yep.
especially in this one and done era. I also live for the best teams playing each other. So as much as I would have loved to see an upset Texas or Oklahoma getting into the next round, I'm not going to complain that we get Auburn, Tennessee, and Florida, Alabama. Those are the best four teams in the conference. They have been the whole year, and that's the best result if you're a fan ultimately.